So if you're reviewing a product and you're talking about all the things that you care about, people don't care about what you care about. Most of my site is information. I have hundreds of articles that are just pure value. They don't have any reviews or anything like that. Now, however, I do throw in some affiliate links and features within the informational content. If, for instance, say we're talking about the best ski trips, then I might put in some ski boots in there or something like that, just for information purposes only. I don't have a ski site. However, if you really want to convert, then you're going to need to review some specific products. You want to have people that are actually looking for this product come to your website and say, hey, is this a good product? Am I going to buy it? If you don't do that, then you're just hoping that the people that come to your information products have their credit cards there and aren't out maybe skiing. They could be skiing. Aren't out somewhere and just doing a little bit of research. When you review those specific products, people usually have their credit cards right there. They're thinking, okay, which one do I want to buy? And you can help guide them through that process. You could do an actual review on product XYZ, or you could say X product versus Y product and give people a comparison and let them know which one you think is better. You might even have an ideas post like, these are all the ideas of these types of ski boots. I'm really into ski boots. I've never skied, so I don't know. I'm probably using these examples totally wrong, but you get the idea. I have to be honest that it gets a little frustrating when you put in so much work with information articles. Maybe the CPM, the amount of money that you get paid per 1,000 visitors, isn't as high as you would like it, and you're putting all these articles in, or you're paying writers to write, and you're just looking at your peanuts of earnings, and you're like, are you serious right now? This is horrible. People might not buy products from your website right away, especially if you're just doing all information articles. There are some things that you can do to make sure that you get the conversion, or at least make it much more likely to get the conversion. So stick around until the end, because the last tip's the best tip. Number 1, actually get the product in your hands. Take pictures with it, take videos with it, as much as you can. Just get with the product, because people trust you more whenever they see that you've actually reviewed the product. I get it that some things that you want to review might be a little bit outside of your price range, or it might be hard to get in your market, whatever it might be. But if you want people to really trust you, then you need to review the product. Some of you might be saying, well, of course I need to have the product to review the product. But you might be surprised to know that there are a lot of bloggers that have reviewed products just by piecing all the information from Amazon together and hoping that someone is like, okay, yeah, this makes sense for me. I don't recommend doing it that way, because it's really not adding a lot of extra value. And there's been a lot of talk that Google has actually hit those types of review sites, and we definitely don't want you to get into the abyss of the Google hate from the Google monster. Now, for instance, with me, one of the things that I got, it was something that I needed and I wanted. And so it was easy for me. Okay, great. I have it already, and I'm going to do like a review of this. I'm going to do this versus that. I'm going to do a roundup of products and have it at the top because I like it the best. And the thing is, though, is that I didn't buy all of the other products. So I did have that initial product, but I didn't buy the ones that I was comparing it to, because I knew what this one was like, and I could see the information of the other customers that had bought it, and it was easy for me to compare it. I could say, I have this one. The reason I didn't buy that one was because XYZ. And then that way people can kind of use my thought process to make their decision. And maybe they don't care about one of the things that I cared about, and they might buy the other product. So whatever it is, you just want to provide value. Even your thought process and your buying decision could really help people. Number 2, buy things that are expensive. So the thing that I bought was about $1,200. So whenever people buy it off of Amazon, then I get a pretty decent commission. If you're reviewing things that are like $10 or even $20, $30, $50, $100, it's going to take you a long time to maybe get to $100 per day in income, because you could sell so many of them and still just be sitting there and looking like, what am I doing with my life? Now, if you're getting value from this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate that. It will motivate me to make more videos because it will boost my ego. And we all know that's the most important thing. Number 3, talk about what people care about. So if you're reviewing a product and you're talking about all the things that you care about, then people don't care about what you care about necessarily. Look up in Google, like, what are the questions that people are asking about this product? How can I showcase what they need to know in my videos, in my blog posts, whatever it is that you're doing? How can I show them what they want to know, what they want? I say that a lot because a lot of times we're thinking about how can I get the sale, and we're thinking, oh, maybe they care about price, or maybe they care about, mainly, actually, this is the big mistake I see a lot of people make, is they think everyone cares about price. Maybe they're in a little bit of a hard spot, in a hard situation, but a lot of times people that are looking for best of, especially, they don't care about the price. They want to know what the best is, and a lot of times they actually won't buy the cheapest one. They don't want the bargain deal. They want the big bucks spending one. So don't be afraid to tell people about the products that cost the most money. Honestly, making these little tweaks will do so much for your business. You will start to notice that whenever people come to your site, that you're converting a lot better and that you're actually making money. Now, what I had told you is that my blog is finally making money. So I still have some ad income coming in. And as you can see from my last video, I actually have more viewers, I think about 100 more viewers in that time period, and I actually made less money. So you might be thinking, how is that on the ad income? So how is that it's making less money and you had more viewers? Well, that's that cost per 1,000 clicks. It's going down. So I actually had a lot of my viewers come from social media instead of Google, and apparently the CPM is not as good on those visitors. So that's another thing to think about whenever you're creating your blog. How am I getting this traffic source, and are the advertisers going to want to pay for those people that are coming here? So watch out for that. But when I was talking about what's finally making money from my blog, I got a sale on one of those products that we were talking about. That was about $1,200, but it was actually an alternative, which was only about $750, but I made $22 something, which we'll put up here on the screen. So that made me really excited. I was like, okay, cool. So all I have to do is sell 5 of those a day, and I'll be over $100 a day. So while I've been doing a lot of information content, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get somebody to write 10 review articles for me on something. And what I do personally, remember how we were talking about making sure it's something that you used? I have niche experts that have used things, write them. And a lot of times I just talk to people in my niche and say, hey, do you have any cool things that you use for this that you could review for me? And a lot of times they're like, hey, yeah, I have this or that. And I'm like, do you love it? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's make it happen. So that's another way that you can do it. You can pay niche experts that have the stuff already. Ask them to find the most expensive thing that they have and get them to review that. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe, come along for the journey, and have a great day.